Thank you, Sophia. Anyways, so let's begin. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is right now in your country, in your region. Well, for me, it's quite late, but I decided to stay because it's so exciting to be part of 3D Startup Conference was dedicated to women entrepreneurs, right? I mean, we are all here women. I'm not sure that any guy has popped up because I think, yeah, men were just like scared or like to come to a place where so many brilliant women, got together. But anyways, what I believe is important for today was this keynote. Well, first of all, I introduce myself a little bit. You can check and see whether you'd like to read some articles, for instance, and then we'll dive into, well, what today was about, right? And why it's worth of starting a business as a woman entrepreneur and getting really into the mode of an achiever, let's say. Well, I'm extreme achiever, or Kate in English. So I have different types of different styles of my name in different languages. I'm a linguist, entrepreneur, founder of Amolingua. In Amolingua, we focus on language, cultural, and soft skill training all in one place on our platform. And also I'm running a big project which is called Lingua Plus. This is funded by the European Commission, where we are working on multilingual, multicultural training for teachers. So it's all about languages, cultures, linguistics, and a lot of entrepreneurship. And with 3D years, well, I've been in 3DS family for more than 7 years, and I started as a participant, then a mentor, then a facilitator, then an advisor. So I love this family, 3 years, and I'm so excited about the summit. Well, today is a special day because I believe we need to celebrate more women entrepreneurs. Like entrepreneurship for women is hard. It's still hard. I mean, for everyone it's hard. But what I believe what's important here, it's like regardless where you're staying right now, whether you are just starting, or you are trying to find investment for your idea, or perhaps you're already developing, bootstrapping your startup, or perhaps it's also not just startup, but maybe it's some sort of lifestyle business. It's fine, like there could be any type of business. So in any phase you are, what do you need to think about? You need to check in with yourself about what are your priorities? Whether you are following your idea, passion, or technology. And that could be a tricky one. Why so? Because if, let's say, you would like to pivot, meaning completely change the course of, development of your company, you need to know where you're standing. Because me, always, it's been about passion about languages, cultures, connecting people. And from the beginning, when I was starting in 2015, and Amolingua even wasn't Amolingua, it was called Europe Online, I was just trying to figure out how I would potentially make money out of it and whether I'm going to include any technology. It was a time that I even didn't know the difference between a startup and business. And I thought that startup is just a business is starting up. So yeah, think about it. But yeah, obviously, probably you know the difference. So being all about passion allowed me to pivot many times about the idea, because idea is okay, what is the business model? Yeah, how it works. So then how sell it? And then also about technology. So imagine at this very moment, we are testing and launching the third generation of our platform, the third one. If I were all about technology, who knows how it act about, passion, idea, the field. Maybe I would just change the field and focus on technology. Oh, this works. My tech product works for a certain field. Who knows? However, when you're fixated on idea, I think you may be a little bit less flexible, or perhaps less passionate, and you need to find more people who are actually creating your vision. Who knows? Again, this is my personal experience and seeing people, other entrepreneurs. But when you're a woman, you are kind of bombarded with various perceptions. Like perceptions of you in a certain society, at certain age, when people are thinking, oh, you're passionate about something. Oh, that's your hobby, right? Oh, you have an idea? Great. Maybe just, like keep it as a dream. Oh, you're passionate about technology. So weird. You're a woman. Oh, you're a woman in tech. So what do you need to do? You just need to shrug off all these perceptions, and it's not easy. And indeed, try to learn more about yourself, about your priorities, about, well, your interests when you talk about your startups. And then, be honest with yourself. Well, if it's idea, okay, great. What are you going to do? Like, how are you going to implement it? What about this passion and technology piece? Like, whether you need to bring a couple of more people to support you on that. If it's passion, great. Then you need to find an idea for business model and then technology, whether you need it. And if it's technology, you need to find passion and idea again. So it's like playing around here in this triangle. But when you're like deep in the business, it's fine to rediscover yourself because we are all changing. And the more you get to know yourself, the better you'll become in business, communication, building your team, building relationships with clients, just growing your business. That I know for a fact. Well, as I've been building Amolingua like for what, more than 6 years. And if we start with Europe Online, it's been like for like over 7 years to think about it. And why is it so? Second lesson, I would say it's about vision. So with vision, you need to talk, like not talk like about it with people. You need to work on it, because when you start, you may get that picture in your mind. Oh, I wanted to be this and that, so perfect. Here, whether it's a unicorn, whatever it is, a unicorn, double senses. And then when time passes and you start facing the reality, there could be various situations, at least uncertainty that we are facing here with all this post-pandemic world. Whatever it is, any kind of pitfalls, that picture starts losing its colors. And you need to kind of rekindle it, this image. You need to recreate it. And especially if you're changing, you're growing, you're getting more mature, then you need to reconstruct this vision. And perhaps you need to add more details into it. Again, recreate the excitement. Because when you have that vision, no matter who comes to you in terms of your mentors, advisors, teammates, and whoever, they won't actually destroy your vision. That's important, because in my life, getting around incubators, accelerators, angel investors, venture capitalists, all of them, I'm constantly bombarded by their opinions, especially when we're talking about like me in my early 20s. Now I'm 30, but at my early 20s, when this VCs, while I was in incubator, London would be like bombarding me saying, oh, well, you have this business, why not to give it a latest kind of business? Oh yeah, that's sweet, but can you handle that? Oh, that's so beautiful, your vision, but I don't buy it. Oh, why do you need culture when you're teaching languages? Well, I don't see a point of culture. No. So stay like adamant in your vision. Like keep it there, like align it with your values, align it with your dreams, align it even like with your own life. Yeah, how you see your own life, how you see yourself, well, in 5-10 years, whatever it is, and what you want from that project. Because for somebody, it could be just, all right, I want to build a company, I want to sell it, and I'm done, and then I'm moving to the next thing, and no, I have pockets full of money, whatever it is. In my case, again, back with passion, so it's all about building something big with like tangible impact. And I'm still on the journey, and then we'll see. But preserving my vision helped me, like saved me from so many mistakes, including accepting investment like of dumb money, when you're just people want to give you money, but they don't add any value to it. And be careful there, because typically it's a trap. When you have this situation that you're in real need of capital because you want yet to develop the thing faster, and then there are some bulls coming in say, yeah, here's your 100, 200, 500,000 dollars, whatever it is, and you just jump in it before checking the conditions. And conditions could be, well, we don't have any expertise, we don't have any connections, we just want to put this money in, do nothing, and then just figure out how to return here, like X here in a few years. No, thank you. This is a trap. I'm not doing this. So in any case, whatever environment you have there, and whoever is testing your vision, you need to learn lesson number 3, persist. About persistence, persistent. I've been there, I've done there. And it's not pretty, because many people won't support you. Even some of your, nearest, dearest. Many people won't believe in your success. Many people even will try to undermine your vision, your expertise. And it's normal, it's fine. Because what happens that, especially our dearest and nearest, are just worried about us. They fear this uncertainty. How come you are going to work for yourself and build something here that it's not there yet? Why not to go and opt for a steady job or continue your career in academy, right? Because we are girls. Why not to do some girly business? No, carry on, persist and carry on. Listen to yourself, listen to your gut, follow your intuition. I know it could be very tough, especially when it's your closest people, but trust me, if you manage to persist and if you manage to keep your vision close to you, at some point it will grow. It happened to me with my parents, who were really dismissive about that. They couldn't imagine me being here an entrepreneur and actually going after it. But then with years, they got used to it. They kind of accepted it. So same here. If you have something similar, don't worry. Time will pass, even if you fail. I failed again, when we talk about the story from Amolingua, failed various times, and third iteration of the platform, there were some crazy stories. But the most important, that when you believe in yourself, I know it can be very hard, but when you believe in your vision and whatever you do, you persist, then other people who didn't support you will join you eventually. And here's a trick as well about failures. It's more like lesson number 4, that even if you fail, fail fast, fail forward, probably you know this word, but even if you fail, don't blame yourself, don't be too hard on yourself, and don't listen to those people who don't support you saying, I told you so, that you would fail, why not, to do something, that it's more stable, etc. No. Failure, from my experience, even very painful experiences, failure is just another mistake. Failure is just another lesson. And I know, it's kind of, easy to say earlier, maybe where I'm right now. No. Failure is something that is even more valuable. And here's the thing about failure and risk. You need to kind of learn to measure how much money, how much capital, time, energy you're willing to risk. And what is the price of your failure? And I can tell you that it will change with time. So if at the beginning I was terrified, when you talk as well about capital, capital is so scarce that you just even can't put out there, I don't know, 10 bucks, whatever it is. Then in recent times, as I got better, let's say, got more confident, I started feeling, all right. So there is like an ad campaign. We need to spend a few $1,000s. All right, let's try it. Yeah, like some sort of partnership, airlines. And then, well, risk here is there, but eventually no result. And if no result happens, so it's failure, what are you going to do about it? So if you've invested, yeah, you gambled, say on certain campaign, thousands and thousands of dollars, and there are almost no results. So what are you going to do? Well, it's a mistake. Yeah, it's on me. But are you going to be hard on yourself? Will you accept it? And you will try to recalibrate, let's say, your expectations, calculations for the next time? Yeah, the latter is a better way. So learn how to measure your risk and see what kind of risk and uncertainty can be acceptable by you, like at this very moment. And it will change. The tolerance to risk will also change. But learn to get more comfortable with uncomfortable. And here's as well about your, so number 5, I think, yeah, about this lesson, yeah, number 5, like check about this level of risk every now and then. I think check like how much you can handle. So when we talk as well, the amount of work, team, devotees, check how much you can handle. Because often what happens, especially us women, we have so much on us, especially when we talk about women, okay, those who study and work, those who decide to start a family, get kids, and still carry on with startups. It's crazy amount of work, crazy amount of energy. So check in with yourself, how much you can handle. Like, what do you feel? Are you comfortable? Okay, the risk. Okay, are you willing to take this risk? If not, then don't. Right, there's like a lot of work. Can you handle it right now? Can you delegate it? Don't forget about delegating. Yeah, can you delegate it? Maybe yes, maybe no. Oh, there are more offers coming in. Can I take them all? Or can I just, yeah, put off some of them? Can I postpone something? So try to learn to self-regulate here. Try to learn to listen to yourself to understand, okay, where's too much, where's too little? Because where's too much, there is this risk as well of getting burned out. And I've been there, and even not once. And it's quite tough because at that time it happened that you just can't do anything else apart from, well, drinking water, maybe eating some porridge. So check in with yourself, starting from risk level up to the point of energy level. And here definitely comes, well, question about money is lesson number 6. If you can find the way to spend somebody else's money rather than your money, like your capital, that's better. What I mean by it? Well, there could be different ways. For instance, if we talk about investment equity, great. If they're good conditions, wonderful. But I would still say that try to keep equity as much as possible to yourself up to the point that, you know, all right, now we want to go like grow, we are ready. And then, yeah, you can just give away equity. But there could be partnerships, there could be collaborations, there are grants, there are different projects. And if you find the way how other people, will say other partners can support you in a way, whether it's financial capital or whether it's a network, use it. Because in this way, you will be able to preserve your capital. And that's what's important, because I believe what's happening, like in startups, well, we know, especially like the male world, that here we're getting money, we're spending them like this here, and they're like their burn rate is like very high. While I see more and more, like in female entrepreneurial world, it's all about, okay, learning to manage finance. There's personal finance and then business finance. So when you master this, well, finance, and then seeing who can help you either without finance or with their finance to grow your client base, your, let's say, your brand awareness, That's the best. And here's like next lesson, number 7, more about finance. That what I learned, I believe, one of the biggest lessons here in terms of managing company finance, it's very, very simple. It's like for each month, identifying how much you need to spend. And obviously there are fixed costs, there are variables, but I mean, I'm saying something super simple here, but I learned it like relatively, let's say, recently. Even though I started like studying finance like years ago, and lots of entrepreneurs still don't get it. But what do you simply do? You calculate your fixed costs, you try to imagine how much you like estimate you're going to spend like on this variable cost, and you put down dates by when you need to spend all of that, all these expenses, and you get, well, that amount. And what you need to do, you need just to make sure that by those certain dates you have a certain amounts, you cancel them out, and whatever is left you preserve. This is your company capital. This is a flow. And that's brilliant. I mean, you would say, oh yeah, I mean, it's simple, but I mean, try it and execute it. As soon as I started trying and executing it like in a very disciplined way, it solves so many problems, especially when you have so many people working. As obviously at Amolingua, we have like lead staff, and then we have tutors, and we have like so many different people. But as soon as you actually sit down yourself, not your accountants, not your people who are helping you, but you personally sit down as a founder and figure it out, it solves so many questions. So be smart about the finance. Same about your personal one, but be smart about it. Just know what you're doing. And I think here also comes lesson 8. It's about, well, knowing, right? And also, I would say, like, try like go your way. What I mean by it, it's like basically, don't be shy. Like, try to embrace yourself. Like, embrace in a way like your greatness, your knowledge, your expertise, your passion. Feel it, embody this woman entrepreneur like hiding in you, right? And try to dream big and go big, because what happens, again, talking about women entrepreneurs and the perception of like by men, like other women entrepreneurs are like some girls who are trying to play around with some of their, well, dreams, just starting small, trying here and there, like getting this imposter syndrome. No, you can dream big, you can act big, you can impact the world. Like seriously, you can impact so many lives, so many people, so many different regions. And I believe that then that's like the core stone here, to believe in yourself, that you are smart enough, you experienced enough in order to make a big change. Even though you're like a starting entrepreneur and you identify yourself with a completely different industry, like for me, for a really long time, I have been a linguist, an educator, entrepreneur. No, I have no clue. Done like MBAs, executive programs. I'm feeling a little bit better now, like feeling that I'm a serial entrepreneur. But still, I know that my expertise is in education and linguistics, and with that I can serve the world, and I can serve it well with my team, our tools, technology, idea, via Amolingua and other projects. So just own your legacy, own your passion and your domain, your expertise. And I guarantee the more you start showing up, actually being bold, saying, I want big things happen, I have big plans, more people will respect you and more people will support you. Because those who don't support you, well, they just don't share your journey. That's it. Don't worry about it. will be so many people will support you, believe me. And here comes another thing. So like, it's like lesson 9. When you are unsure what to choose between love and fear, choose love. Because again, always fear, you may act on fear. You may feel that, okay, you're not good enough, right? Imposter syndrome. You may feel impacted by somebody will tell you something like down, yeah, like whether it's investors, whether it's some advisors, whoever. But choose love. Choose to do what you love. Do what you love, and just let it lead you throughout all these events, circumstances, yeah, that may sometime bring you to a completely different place. And that's all right. The most important is about your intuition. That's what I'm saying. Like women here, women like are more adaptable. Women know how to follow the flow. Men are more rigid. So I believe we have more advantages in the business world, especially building connections, building communities, showing empathy, showing compassion, well, bringing peace, bringing energy, being the light, especially in all this crazy uncertainty of the modern world. It's like soft power. This is soft power, and use all these skills to your advantage. And this comes yet to lesson 10. Never be alone. Build a community around yourself. Build your team. Bring your people. As already mentioned, that there will be so many people that support you, right? So remember that when you start showing up in your authentic self, sharing your passion, sharing your ideas, your project, you will notice how people who support you, how people who share your passion will be showing up on your way, will be joining your team and moving forward together with you. And then the most beautiful feeling when you know that your vision, that your mission, that your values are shared by other people, regardless of where they are. So remember, there is a motto, 3D: dream, decide, and do. So don't be shy, go there, celebrate yourself as a woman entrepreneur, celebrate other women entrepreneurs. And we've been celebrating today so many wonderful, beautiful women, smart, badass, rocking women, wonder women, and just enjoy it. Don't forget enjoying it. Enjoy building your dream, enjoy building your business, and just go forward. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening, wonderful day ahead. And I hope that we will catch up at another amazing event hosted by 3D Startup.
Thank you so much for your talk. We appreciate you being our final keynote for this amazing long day of great panels, great talks. Yeah, thank you so much. Is there a way that our panelists can get in touch with you?
Totally, yeah. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. So look for Ekaterina Retriever and also Amolingua. And yeah, just drop us a line.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So I'm going to close everybody out. Thank you so much, everybody, for attending. You will be able to catch this talk among all the other sessions on our YouTube channel in probably like a week from now. It's just been a lot. We have a lot of recordings that we have to upload. I just wanted to remind everyone that this summit was put on by 3 Day Startup, a 501c3 nonprofit. And events like this are made possible by viewers like you. And if you would like to make a charitable donation to 3 Day Startup, I will drop a link in the chat. So tomorrow you can expect, I just posted in the chat, you can expect a survey going out from our team to see how you enjoyed this summit, how your experience was, and how we can improve it in years to come. So your feedback is super, super valuable, and we look forward to hearing from you. So thanks again. I'm going to bid everybody a good rest of your day. Happy April. And for those of you in the Western Hemisphere, have a great night. Take care.